D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So they dropped this story this past week, and I didn't cover it right away because I was busy. I was sick, and then, I got a family and stuff. But I wanted to talk about it now because there's been a update on the Justin Roiland situation, as you can see, the domestic violence charges. Now, this comes from Variety. Now, this did say charges it did say cleared of all of the charges, but then people on Twitter had a freaking meltdown. They were like, the charges were dismissed, he wasn't cleared. There's a difference. And I'm like, okay, Karen, get over yourself. But I wanted to go through this because if, I did a video on it, I'll leave a link, but I was very vague and I can't talk about some of the stuff because I just don't know how YouTube will react to it. There's some text messages that were with some people that one of them I think may have been underage, and there's just some stuff with that. I don't want to talk about that stuff because I honestly don't know what YouTube is going to do with these days, and I'm just really not in the mood to put my channel in jeopardy over Justin Roiland. Okay, so this is from Variety. It says, Justin Roiland, domestic violence charges dismissed. Rick and Morty creator slams horrible lies reported about me. So that's him right there. Now, if you remember, I think they mentioned it in this article. It's been a couple of days since I've read it. So, all right. So Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland has been cleared of domestic. Oh, so they said clear right here of domestic violence charges. Variety confirms. Kimberly Enns, spokeswoman for the Orange County District Attorney's Office, said in a statement, "We dismiss the charges today as a result of having insufficient evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt." Roiland took to social media to respond, which I want to look at that. I think they might have brought it up in here, but I do want to talk about that. Respond to the dropped charges, writing in a statement that he is thankful that the case has been dismissed. He added, "I am still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process." Let's bring that up. I think that's this. This is the tweet. So let's read this whole thing. Okay, so it says, this is from his Twitter account. It says, "I have always known that these claims were false, and I have never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded, even partially, it's shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name." And see, that's another thing. I want to talk about that in just a second. But all right, let's get back to this article. But I do want to talk about the fact that now his reputation is completely screwed. And now he either has to go away because somebody possibly lied. And we don't know the specifics of how this was dismissed, but I just tell you right now, it's really, and I'm not talking about the text message. I'm just talking about the domestic portion of the program. The text messages, those look bad, but if you remember correctly, he was fired from Rick and Morty, and now they're recasting. He was fired from whatever other that show that was. I don't know. I don't watch that show, so I don't care. And he had to step down from his production company and everything. And I just go, now, he has to suffer. And why? I mean, we don't really know, but apparently they didn't have any evidence, but they're just going to throw it out there. And I just go, I'm sorry. But, this whole believe people, even though they could be lying, is ridiculous. Roiland appeared in court in January for a pre-trial hearing after he was charged with one felony count of domestic battery with corporal injury and one felony count of false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, and or deceit. He pleaded not guilty to the charges in 2020. A second pretrial hearing was scheduled for April 27. Moving on. "I have always known that these claims were false," which we just read this, "and I have never had any doubt that this day would come, Roiland said in the new statement. I'm thankful in this case. I already read that stuff. Okay. Roiland added that it may have succeeded, even partially, but shameful. All right, we already read all that. Sorry, guys. I should have just read this article. Roland's attorney, T. Edward Wilborn, added in a statement to Variety, I commend the Orange County District Attorney's Office for conducting a thorough review of the facts and decided to dismiss the case against Justin. I'm thankful justice has prevailed. And I just want to say, even though our justice system is not perfect, I do think it's at least decent because, I mean, I've never been in any legal problems, but I've been a juror a handful of times. And let me just tell you right now, sitting through even a small trial of something like really small, they pull out all the crap. Like they put all the evidence. You get to look at all the evidence in the juror's room. They like literally you could ask for anything that they presented in the trial, and they'll let you look at it. They'll let you look at statements. They'll they'll bring in TVs and let you watch videos of what it was that you saw and everything, all that stuff. So it's very obvious that there was no evidence there. And I'm sorry, that's what you need in a trial. Okay. And when you press, when charges are pressed and everything, you can't just be sending people or just be, falsely accusing people and then expect them to go to jail when you don't have any evidence of it. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Adult Swim severed ties with Roiland at the end of January because of the domestic violence charges. The network said in a brief statement at the time, Adult Swim has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Roiland then resigned from Squanch Games, the video game developer banner that he co-founded in 2016. So he's getting fired. He's stepping down from his own company because of why? I mean, because of unsubstantial claims. Best known for co-creating the Adult Swim animated comedy Rick and Morty, on which he also voiced the show's two titular characters. Roland's credits also include Hulu's Solar Opposites, never saw it, which was renewed for a 5th season back in October, and Cola Man, I've never seen that, which he executive produced and had a voice role in. Hulu similarly dropped him from both series in January, saying, in a statement, we have ended our association with Justin Roiland. The shows were not canceled and will continue on without his involvement. And that's another thing. Like, listen, he's going to get paid for these shows that he's helped create and everything. But I do think that it's pretty crazy. Hold on, I just want to move up because I don't want to see that advertisement. Okay. Adult Swim and Hulu declined to comment on this latest development. Of course they did, because they've got egg on their face, because the charges were dismissed. I'm sorry if you don't like that. Get over yourself. That's just the way it is. Welburn maintained his client's innocence back in January in the following statement to Variety. It is hard to overstate how inaccurate the recent media coverage of this situation has been. To be clear, not only is Justin innocent, but we will also have every expectation that this matter is on course to be dismissed once the district attorney's office has completed its methodical review of the evidence. We look forward to clearing Justin's name and helping him move forward as swiftly as possible. Now, I don't know what it was. Here's the statement. Oh, why did I just wait? Okay. Rick and Morty season 6 wrapped, which, I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you, Rick and Morty hasn't been the best lately. I mean, it's been good, but, the earlier seasons were, like, really good. Okay. So now I don't know exactly what it is that, because, we don't get to see any of this stuff. I'm pretty sure it won't be in public domain. But, I mean, maybe he went into the judge and was all like, hey, I'll make a character in Rick and Morty for you and everything, although he's not involved anymore. So I don't know, but I just, listen, he's been found pretty much like innocent. And I say, that's how the cookie crumbles. And we'll see how everything goes. Let's see if he can get back on his feet. I feel bad if he was falsely accused of this. The text message thing is a whole nother situation. And I like I said, I don't want to get into it because I don't know how YouTube is going to get. YouTube's weird. It's so weird. Okay, listen, you guys, that's all I got to say about this. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I read this article and I was just like, I was like, of course, we see this all the time now. But tell me what you guys think about this. Are you totally on Justin Roiland's side? Are you not on Roiland's side? Are you like, oh, you're like, fuck you, Roiland? You got away with it, kind of thing, or are you like, good, he's been vindicated? But tell me what you guys. Are you a huge Rick and Morty fan? I love Rick and Morty. But tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below, even the bad ones. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.